Oh, there we go. So, Ratandeep, super grateful for you to be on today. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you for inviting me. Yes.
Preg-
Hello.
With a doctor, with Ramiro, regarding the ease of parenting. And today we we give birth to a dad, and I'm super interested in in how your experience has been. And it is such a topic that hasn't been voiced very much because pregnancy is usually, I think culturally all over the world, it's a bit more of a feminine territory kind of conversation since the body's changing and all of that. But I'm really happy to pioneer this new conversation with like dads and how is their take and, how it is for them and what's going on in their lives and in the universes. So there we
Yeah.
go.
Yes. So, how do we start? What do you like to? What would you like me to talk about? Or do you have any questions?
Well,
How?
actually, I would like to start by asking you about your experience. Like, do you had the access tools when you were becoming a dad, or was it something that, I mean, is there any tool that you use even without knowing the access tools yet? But like, is there anything that you've been using and applying that made it my spacey and easy, or was it a bit more of a traditional pregnancy for you guys?
Yeah. So basically, my two boys are 30s and 40s years old, and that was much before access came on the scene. So it was more of a traditional pregnancy and a traditional birthing. And the irony is that I was when they were both born, I was serving in the army, and unfortunately, I couldn't even be present in the hospital where they were being born. So it was quite a uh, distant sort of a thing for me. I wasn't there with them, which is not a very usual thing, but being in the army, you have little choice. So that's what it was. But I have definitely certain points of views about parenting and the role of a dad in bringing up children and in pregnancy, and how you can make it easier for the lady. Actually, firstly, I'd like to say that I have great regard, respect for all the women who volunteer to become mothers, because becoming a mother is not an easy thing. It is firstly a very a painful experience, and also it's an experience in which your body undergoes immense changes. And you're no longer the same as you were before you gave birth. And I have uh, even more regards for the the women who give birth to more than one child. You really have a lot of courage to go through it twice or thrice. Yes, so as a dad, the only thing I can say is that we got a question as to why do we need to have children?
Well, it's kind of a very, I mean, like in the society that we live in, children is a bit of the kind of tangible proof that a marriage is going well, that you are doing what you're supposed to be doing. It's like, it's not an obligation, but it's a silent obligation that many couples undertake. It's like, oh, well, I don't know,
Yeah,
we settle down and it's, I don't know, and it's quite interesting. I have been asking yesterday. I was sharing that I have a grandma. She's turning 97 tomorrow, and when I asked her about giving birth when I was having my first kid, I said, how is it, the birth kind of part? And she was like, oh, sweetheart, if it was so hard, the world would have stopped. And that's what she said. And I mean, it's really, she had four kids, and I mean, as simple as it was, to me, it was such a relief because it was like, yes, but we are creatures of consciousness. We're mammals of consciousness. We are, I don't know, like I had that, I don't know, sense that my body could do that. It was prepared for that in a way. But still, it's really nice when we had the chance to talk like a little bit previously before, coming on this interview. There was a strong sense of like admiration and gratitude that you express in your words with the regarding the female body changing and the women being like, let's go, let's choose that, rather than we have to do it, but let's do it with, I don't know, with dignity and with like
The joy.
fierceness and, yeah, and joy. And it's amazing because I am so interested in like how your whole experience changed when you were saying I was in the army and I had not much choice, and now you do seminars and workshop and you talk about how much choice do we have and how much we choose to everything.
Yes.
So
So actually, it's quite a radical change from where we were to where we are now. And I feel that parents or couples who are together need to really look at it seriously, whether they want to have children or not. Because having children is not a thing that is a casual thing that you do. It's got a lot of responsibilities that go with it. You have to bring them up. You have to allow them to be who they are and to grow up into beings that are going to contribute to the world. So unless you have that thing in you that you want your children or you want to have children for this reason, having children just for the heck of it, just because you see, and especially in the Asian societies in India and other Asian societies, having children and having boys in particular is very significant.
oh, is it?
Yes, because